I'm afraid I already did a candy ass video about Lindsey Graham, but I heard something that I think all of us need to know, need to hear about. And the fact is, he is stomping hard for Herschel Walker in the Senate runoff. Here's the thing: full disclosure, the Senate has already been decided the Democrats are going to be. Now, it's already 50 to 49 Democrats. If Herschel Walker were to win, it would just be an interview 50-50. We already know if that happens that Vice President Kamala Harris will be the tiebreaker. So here's the facts. It may not matter. It does matter. The runoff does matter. Make no mistake about that, because Herschel Walker is the worst, one of the worst candidates in the 2022 midterm election now. Now that it's almost settled. But but Lindsey Graham, oh God, this guy, this guy is stumping hard for him, making up straight up lies for him. So a few days ago, he actually went on Fox News, and I just want to play just a few clips, actually three clips from that interview with Sean Hannity, another Trump whore. Anyway, here's the first clip, and it's just ridiculous how he wants to play the race card.
Most
Take a
important
look.
point I'm going to make tonight. They're trying to destroy Herschel to deter young men and women of color from being Republicans. If they destroy Herschel, it will deter people of color from wanting to be a conservative Republican because you just have your life ruined. We cannot let that happen. We need to have his back. If Herschel wins, he's going to inspire people all over Georgia of color to become Republicans.
So that's the evil scheme of the Democrats. Destroy Walker to stop black people from becoming Republicans? Is this supposed to be some kind of fucking joke? Are you serious with this crap? You see, the only thing that's deterring people like me, African Americans like me, from voting Republicans is your policies. Back in 2008, when an African American presidential candidate was up, who'd you guys pick for your president and vice president? John McCain, heaven rest his peace, a good guy, but not great, a good man. But then you have vice presidential candidates like Sarah Palin, a woman who couldn't even tell you what the vice president does, who couldn't even tell you what her job as vice president is to be. And the worst part is, and the thing is, another reason why African Americans are deterred from being conservative Republicans, a lot of us are, because there are still some, a lot of us don't do it because of your policies. Policies that actually hurt the African American in this country. My God, you guys stood by a police officer who kneed on the neck of an African American in this country for 9.5 minutes till he died. You guys refuse to even say, you people even refuse to say, let the law handle this. Let the investigation handle it. During the 2020 riots, you refused to even acknowledge the fact that it happened. You didn't call for peace or justice. You called for nothing. You stayed silent, like your boy Donald Trump, and that's it. See, I vote Democrat. I'm just going to talk about me because I can't talk about everyone else. I vote Democrat because I see the con that is going on in the Republican Party. I see the monstrous racism that's happening in the Republican Party directed at people of color, not just African Americans, but people of color. I see what you people have done to this country to African Americans in this country. I've seen what you people are trying to do, especially you, Graham. So they want to be African Americans want to be conservative Republicans. That's their business. But what's going to happen when they wake up and see what you've done to the African American and the people of color in this country? And we're supposed to fall in line with Herschel Walker just because he's black? Just because he's black. That's the only reason you gave us. Just because he's black. Come on. Anyway, the second clip is just as bad as the first. It gets worse.
All over the United States, Herschel Walker is a nightmare for liberals. He's an African American conservative. They have belittled him. They have treated him like crap. His family.
Belittled his family. Belittled his family. Belittled his family? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? When Barack Obama ran for president in 2008 and won the presidency in 2008 and 2012, I didn't hear any words of respect from you Republicans. I didn't hear words of respect from any of your supporters. I heard nothing but complete and total threats and disrespect from all of you, especially you, especially you, Lindsey Graham, especially from your Lord and Master, Donald Trump, who actually threw out the author of the birther conspiracy. Oh, you forgot? Oh, you thought we forgot about that, Graham? You thought we forgot about the fact that your Lord and Master Trump created the birther conspiracy, saying that Barack Obama wasn't really born in the United States? You thought we forgot about that? Belittled his family. You motherfucker. You fucking hypocrite. And I'm sorry for cursing so much, but the hypocrisy of these people like Lindsey Graham sickens me and angers me, and it should anger you too. Belittled his family. Coming from the same side who had a guy like Alex Jones going on the airways saying that Michelle Obama was a transsexual. If it were up to me, screw the courtrooms, screw the law, screw lawsuits. My fist, your fate will meet your face, Jones. If you want to take that as a fucking threat, go for it. Because you're nothing more than a fucking coward as it is. And now you're paying the price for that cowardice. Talking about saying that the Sadie Hook massacre didn't happen. You're paying through the nose for that, mother, you fat ass moron. Belittle his family. Are you kidding me, Walker? Well, Graham. Well, both of you, actually. But it just gets worse. And this is the reason why I laughed at the beginning of this. Because he actually comes on the verge of crying. His voice breaks. Like, oh my God, you're really hurting from this? You don't have control of the Senate, you jackass. You already lost. A good portion of, matter of fact, show the clip.
He's an African American conservative. They have belittled him. They have treated him like crap. His family. Stand by Herschel tonight. If you can give, give. If you know somebody that can give, ask them to do it. TeamHerschel.com. The conservative movement for people of color is on the ballot in Georgia. We must help people like Herschel for the benefit of our country and the future of conservatism. TeamHerschel.com.
Stand by Herschel Walker tonight. Oh my God. You Republicans are a bunch of fucking crybabies, aren't you? You really are. You really are. You seriously? Why? Okay, I'm gonna ask you one thing, Walker, Graham. Where were your tears when a police officer murdered a man on the streets in front of 100 dozens of people? Where were your tears when your president, your Lord and Master Donald Trump, didn't say a damn thing about it? Where were your tears when we saw the January 6th attack? We saw our country's democracy, our country's constitutional republic, nearly burnt to death. Where were your fucking tears? You fucking hypocrite. You don't care about Walker. You damn sure don't care about blacks in this country, because if you cared about blacks, you would care about all of us. Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, liberals. I care about everyone in this country. I may not agree with everyone in this country. I may not agree with politics of the country. I care about everyone. But you cross that line of agreeing with someone as evil as Donald Trump, is manipulative as Lindsey Graham, then we have a problem. That's my only problem on this. You really think in this conservative movement for people of color? What conservative movement? All I see is Tim Scott, who you haven't even mentioned. All I see are clowns like Candace Owens, who's good for a laugh or two, but is nothing more than a slave for the conservative movement. Because honestly, you don't care. There are not enough black people, African Americans, and this is coming from an African American, mind you. I'm a black man, and I can say this with no ego. There are not enough African Americans, conservatives in this country to call yourselves a movement. All you have is a few people. The only people who I would love to meet the people who voted for Herschel Walker in the election, who made this into a runoff. And I would like to ask them face to face, why? And I'm going to assume that a majority of these people, see, that's the problem with Republicans. They think that African Americans are stupid. They think that African Americans don't do their don't do our research. They think we don't pay attention to the news. We don't pay attention to people who are talking on the news. We don't pay attention to politicians. They honestly believe, Republicans, the conservatives, especially the MAGA, they think that we're stupid, that we African Americans don't pay attention to what's going on in this country. There's just one problem. We do pay attention, or we should. I personally do, maybe more than I'm supposed to. But every time you conservative Republicans, you MAGA talk, we pay attention. Because sooner or later, you're going to say something that's going to really put this country at risk. Donald Trump already did, and you said nothing. Everything you guys have said about African Americans applies to Donald Trump. I never broke the law. I never cheated on any girlfriend I've ever had. But all of a sudden, I'm called every name in the book because I'm black. And you're suggesting that I vote in your direction? Not gonna happen. If I were living in Georgia, I would be going door to door right now, knocking on everyone's door in my neighborhood, everyone's door in my city, and ask them, are you going to vote for Herschel Walker, a token black man for the GOP, or are you going to vote for someone else? It doesn't have to be Raphael Warnock, but for someone who isn't owned, who isn't endorsed by people like Lindsey Graham. Because he does not care about African Americans in this country. He has shown that. He does not care about the people in this nation, especially people of color in this country. He has shown that. Make the right choice. I'm not saying it should be Raphael Warnock, but compared to Herschel Walker, I'd rather have one of the pedigree of Raphael Warnock than someone like Herschel Walker, a man endorsed by truly evil people. CTP, no. Oh, one last thing about you, Graham. You nearly cried on this thing, and I said earlier there's a silent rule in politics that you're not supposed to cry. You're gonna cry even a hell of a lot harder when you're subpoenaed and you have to testify against your Lord and Master Trump. Unless you want to spend the rest of your fucked up life in prison. That's coming. It's coming, boy. It's coming. And I cannot wait to see it fall. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.